Café. Nostalgia, let the memories bloom. All these stories in my head are gonna make me go boom. Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah. 頑張り負けないワクワクワクワイ全てが好きだから Yeah. Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah.
よ
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you, your listener and viewers, to another OVA of Otalku Café. Yes. And roll that applause again. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your hostess with the mostest. I go by the name, I'm your star chef, Starman. Joined today by that guy cooking in the field, Chris Zephyr. Chris, how you doing today, man?
I'm cooking. It's hot as hell out.
I bet, man. July is done, but you know, August is still coming with the heat. But one thing about the heat is the summer anime season is halfway through and they are just now. A lot of your favorite shows are just now cooking. So I don't want to spare no details. Thank you, everybody, for joining us because we're about to get into it. But before we do, man, I want to roll through some of these anime headlines. But before that, man, Chris, how you been, man? I had a week with Ethan last week. We had a great episode, man. How you doing? How's life? How you doing, man? How's your week? How's your anime season been treating you currently, man? Tell me about it.
It's been good. I've been slowly but surely catching up to a lot of my shows I put on the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying doing the grind.
The grind. Oh yeah, I love a good grind. Same here, man. I have been I am successfully caught up on everything except one show. Clear Blue Eyes Through the Starry Night Sky or something like that. You know, that one. That's the only one.
Oh, I just caught up to that one earlier today. I love those two. They're so cute, especially the girl, the blind girl.
I watched the first 2 episodes of that one because Ethan, me and Ethan have to talk about that next week. So I was like, all right, I got 6 episodes to catch up on. Let me start binging. And even before I get into the show, I thought it was so funny because I was like, yo, Ethan, because he's on episode 4. I'm like, is it me or did the friend just kind of like throw her onto the guy? She's like, oh yeah, take her number. Yo, walk her home. Yeah. You know what? We're finna bounce. She's blind and they don't want her hanging with us. We finna leave the Isakaya. You should hang with her for the rest of the night. Yeah, go describe. Yeah, go describe.
That happens a lot. That happens a lot. If we had like a wingman award, both friends would get that in that show.
Okay. I like that. That was an interesting dynamic that they put in that show. But awesome. I'll get more in that later. But with that being said, I have a few headlines. All right. First and foremost, I'm gonna start with the most interesting headlines. The Japanese officials have reportedly informed the United States government that they should refrain from using Pokemon Naruto memes without consent, and they got a warning from the Department of the Ministry Department of Japan, Foreign Ministry Affairs, has been repeatedly contacting the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo multiple times to inform them. Apparently, since June, they've been trying to tell, hey, y'all gotta stop using these memes. Stop using Mario. Stop using Pokemon. Stop using Naruto. Because apparently the official White House Twitter account has been rolling out memes featuring featuring all the Japanese characters, and one in particular that set them ablaze titles the American Way,
Oh,
but
that's funny.
but features everything from John Wick to Maverick to Beerus and Deadpool and Yu-Gi-Oh. Not Bandit Keith, but Yu-Gi-Oh, the American Way. And Japanese officials just like, hey, bro, look, y'all gotta stop. It'd have been different if these are fans, but you're an official government account. The official White House account is using anime memes to do whatever it is that they do over there, and the Japanese government is fed up, and they say, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. That was before I give any more news, that's the anime L of the week because that is hilarious. Hilarious. Next, I have Crunchyroll and Sony. Well, Sony, by way of Crunchyroll, has won the bid for the exclusive rights to Makoto Shinkai's untitled next film for a global release. They have not. It's only speculation at this point, but the creator of Your Name, Weathering with You, and Suzume, um, they have not announced whether or not what this particularly means, but what the speculation is that the Sony will give worldwide distribution to the next film, and Crunchyroll will have the official streaming license once it's done this global theatrical release. Crunchyroll will be left with streaming it exclusively on their site, or it may stream exclusively on Crunchyroll. We have no further details other than Makoto Shinkai. He's exclusively releasing this through Crunchyroll. So by way of Sony. So yeah, shout out to them. I do want to give a rest in peace. Vermilion and Gold manga artist Yoko Umezu. She died this week. Unfortunately, she passed away. Actually, she died a month ago. Um, she died recently, and it was just recently announced that she passed away. Um, she is known for her artwork, working for Square Enix. She did a lot of the covers for Vermeil and Gold. So yeah, man, it's always a tragedy when someone so talented, passes away. But we will always remember them through their art. All right, that is. Unless you have some news for me, that is all the news I have. You got anything else
Not
for me?
really. Not really.
All right, well, let's get on with the show. All right, man. Okay, well, we have the L of the week, the dub of the week. Yeah, man. You got into how the week was. All right, man. As always, I got to do the weekly shotgun round. We're halfway through the season, and at this point, I must ask again. Currently, with 6 weeks in the bag, is there anything overhyped, underhyped, or must watch at this point that you feel people still don't know about?
Uh, well, after we talked about it last week, a must watch is Inept Villainous. I fucking love that show. Braylon is
Villains.
such a badass.
Yo, she has been growing on me. Um, yeah, she's been growing on me, especially with the fallout of, where her only maiden that was tending to her was ultimately bullied. And she decides that you're not going to bully her. I'm not going to take this. And she takes matters into her own hands to fend this girl who's outcast. And it's particularly interesting because you see that everyone at this point is kind of realizing you're not the same person. What's going on? Like, who are you?
It's really enjoyable. I thought it was just gonna be another uh villainous type show, but like this one's really growing.
Yeah, I like these ancient Chinese, I like these ancient, shows like this that take place in the palace. You know, Matt would never agree with me, but this one is very charming. This one is more charming to me than Apothecary Diaries, and I'm only comparing the two because they take place in the
They both
palace.
take in China.
Yeah, they take place in China in the palace, but this one is more my speed. I'm not knocking Apothecaries at all. I'm saying this is more my style because it's a drama. It's more. It's not really this mystery element. It's fun. It's cute when it needs to be. Um, it's a fantasy, but there's a whole lot of drama.
Yeah, I actually, you, after thinking it over, I'm actually enjoying this more than Apothecary at the moment. Like where it's at.
Yeah, and then we're like halfway through, and it's just interesting because I really want to see if Shu is gonna try to get her body back. Like that's what I really okay. I'm like, okay, at what point are you gonna try to get your body back? Because I know that sick little body, all the love in the world that you trying to get from your cousin ain't gonna make up for like your body. Like, yo, this body sucks. So I'm wondering, is she gonna try to get her body back? Is she gonna get reformed and been like, dang, you were doing all that with this type of body? Like, damn, I just gave you an upgrade. I don't know. It's kind of like I think that's where it's gonna go, but I'm not too sure at this point.
Wait, are you watching the dub or are you dub or subbing this?
I'm dubbing this.
Okay, I was
I'll jump
dubbing
the
this
sub.
and then I couldn't wait and I started watching the subs as well.
That's where I'm
Um,
at, dude. I really think I might just jump on the sub, dude. It's too good.
that's what kills me like with these shows that aren't simuldubbed. You have to wait so long to find out what's going on and like I'm at the end of my seat already.
You know what?
And
I
then
would
like
take.
then some shows will just randomly shadow drop dubs, like smoking behind the supermarket with you. That randomly has a dub. I didn't know. Fucking Yama that sounds cute as hell in the English.
Yeah, that really works. Some shows like it really works. I don't need it because I'm watching 17 shows, 18 once I start Bleach, but within these 17 shows that I am watching, a majority of them are subtitled. Like I am only watching a handful of dubs. Like the only dubs that I'm watching are what Polar Opposites, Bleach when I start Bleach, Supermarket, and Mushoku and Clevitis. That's it. Out of all the shows I'm watching, I'm only oh yeah, and Kaiju Girl. Like, but that's 6 shows. I'm watching 6 shows. So out of the 18 shows I'm watching, only 6 of them are dubbed. Everything else I'm caught up on subtitled.
Okay. Uh, Man, there
But
are so many good romances, like fantasy or not fantasy, but there's a lot of good romances this season.
there are. I would say shoot, if we can go here, I would say, you know what, let's just make this about that. Like these okay. I would say Inept Villainous is definitely underrated. I would say at this point, I don't have anything particularly that is I ain't gonna lie, hold on. Don't get me wrong. Goodbye Laura is good. But to be number one on all these polls, it's overrated. I'm sorry. Goodbye Laura is overrated at this point because if you
It's
saw
just Little
last
Mermaid.
it's we know it's Little Mermaid, but it's like when adult without when you take away the singing, like yo, was Ariel really this immature and insufferable? Or was it the crab singing "Kiss the Girl" that made this so pleasurable? Because I promise you, Laura is getting on my last nerve.
Well, the issue is Laura talks way more than Ariel did in her movie.
Way more.
Remember, like we only see the part besides the beginning when she's a mermaid. She doesn't speak. She doesn't have her voice.
That's a good point. No, and what's worse than Laura is Lisa. Yo,
She is
Lisa.
so confusing. I wish you would just basically tell her what the hell's going on. Like, why is she now so against like the humans? Like, yeah, sure, they killed Laura in the past, but like, what happened? Is it
No,
just like a superiority thing?
it's the witch My thing is when I saw the latest episode and Lisa informed like, "Yo, I gotta find the sea witch. I gotta find the sea witch," and I'm sitting up here like, "You talked to your sister twice, and both times you talked cryptic as hell." Lisa, you do know all you had to do was ask Laura, "Have you seen the sea witch?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, she's in a fishbowl tank at my house." Like it was that easy. Like
It is that easy.
she communicated with her sister at all. She's asked Laura no questions. She just threatened her. So I don't know what's going on. I think the most interesting thing I will say is Luca finally gets introduced. So I don't know if he's reincarnated, if he's like, yeah, my great 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 granddad told me about this fish girl he was in love with. I don't know what this is fun to be with Luca, but Luca's in the artwork for the anime, so I'm okay. I'm assuming he's important, and I'm assuming he's probably gonna be the love interest over Mari, which I was kind of hoping we were gonna get a Yuri love interest, but Mari has the romantic feelings of a rock. It would
Yeah,
it would be it would be fictionally irresponsible to just bring a relationship between Mari and Lara at this point because Mari doesn't give a fuck about anything but boxing.
which is fair. She just randomly met this fish girl, and she broke her window on day one.
Day one, stole her, broke and broke her Alexa. No, she broke her Hardo. She broke her Hardo alarm clock. I'd be pissed off too. You broke my Hardo alarm clock. So yeah, man. Yeah, Lara. Goodbye, Lara. At this point, and I also seen that the score dropped on MAL. It was in the eights, and it dropped down to 7.9. So I think in the recent episodes, I'm getting the feeling, I'm getting the sentiment that other fans have been becoming frustrated with Lara's actions as of late. Because at this point, no one's communicating. There is no romance. We only got 12 episodes, and nothing's happening. It's just you're getting spoon fed these small details. So at this point, all the glazing is like bro, I don't even have a ship from this one yet. So Lara kind of done. I was loving the first few episodes, and then Lara really started like just becoming a whole fish bird, and I'm like, Lara, why are you doing this? But yeah. So but I agree with you. Let me see. I would say still the must watch, though I am only delayed by the dub as far as romances go, is Kaiju Girl. Kaiju Girl, Kaiju Girl is really fun. It okay, there is granted this recycled trope each week of her freaking out, but now we have where Manami, he knows. So it's just like okay, so now we can do the relationship because now is there is
Well,
no.
no, knows what? Knows what? Knows that she's a kaiju girl? No, she does not. He does not know that.
Well, I know he doesn't know that, but it's like they're a couple. I guess that's what I meant. Like they're a couple. We know that they're a
Oh,
couple.
oh, okay. I don't know where the dub is at. So Oh, you're talking about the middle, the rock show that she goes to with her uncle, quote unquote.
Yeah, I'm caught into episode after that, so it's like okay, yeah, y'all a couple now. Like his
Oh
feelings are
yeah.
clear. His feelings are clear. Like I like her.
Oh, I can't wait for you to see next episode. It was so goddamn cute.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw what you posted today, man. I really like her. Like
They are so cute.
that are a good couple. I like how he stood up for her. Like I said, he gives Toru vibes. Like he's too good to be true. Like, all right, bro, chill. But by far, Tomosato is my favorite character on the show because she's such a freaking obsessed fangirl airhead for this kaiju.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Like she is hilarious. Like she is hilarious. And I love the mom too because I'm like, where'd I get this mom for? Rinko is a straight up Garu. Like she's just a grown Garu, like devoted mother. Like got the dog, stay at home. I like I don't know what she do, but she be decked out in the tracksuit. Like yeah,
Oh.
but yeah. I would say that's the least. I will say I'm caught up on villainous. Not villainous. I'm caught up on rich girl caretaker.
I'm not caught up on that. I'm a couple episodes behind on it. I've been watching. I watched the Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day show that Matt made for watching. Um,
Okay.
uh, it's another one of those like, oh, we're gonna have cute girls that are slightly yuri going through terrible things. Basically, um, all the characters are orphans in this school that trains you to be basically soldiers, die
Mm,
for the empire. Uh, the main girl can't really use magic. She meets a girl who is rumored to not be able to be killed, who's been around the school for like hundreds of years. Uh, and I swear they're doing fucking time shenanigans in it. And I would go into it more, but uh, I don't want to spend too much time on
feel free, bro. I just feel free. Like,
it. Okay, so uh, basically, the girl, Mimi, the immortal girl, she was brought back using this type of resurrection magic, which is forbidden for reasons because it takes to use it. You have to use your entire like source and um. The thing is, she has the same hairstyle and like color, like eye color and hair color slightly of the nurse who knows like everything that's going on, like who's supposed to take care of her. So I'm
right.
like thinking, did Mimi after something happened to the main girl go back in time as an adult and is like trying to push the girl to like the pushing the story along. Like it's a long shot, but I've had I had crazier ideas that worked before.
Okay. I mean, I can definitely. That was one that was on my list. I kind of made a judgment call just to see where it was gonna go, and I picked up Rich Girl Caretaker, and I was like, all right, which I like where that one is because it is exactly where I really needed to be at the halfway mark. That's all I'll say about that. Are you caught up on 100 Girlfriends?
I am caught up on 100
Well, let's
Girlfriends.
transition to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at our the following segment, gushing over anime girls. This week, I thought it would be fun to discuss 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. All right, so that's what's on the menu this week. So I have a few questions that me and Chris are gonna go back and forth, and we're just gonna have some fun with this segment. So this week we're gonna exclusively gush over the Rentaro family's new additions. So, Chris, I gotta ask. We've gotten we got four new girlfriends introduced. Out of the four new girlfriends introduced, man, who's your favorite?
Uh, what's her? It's not the cousin. Naughty Sensei. Naughty's my favorite. Good
Uh,
old red, white, and blue, covered in like covering a Japanese girl.
Yamato, the Natty. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Yeah, Natty. I'm not gonna lie to you. Natty is probably my favorite because she's the funniest.
Oh, she is definitely the funniest. The only one who I think is funnier is Iku, just because her joke always hits. It always hits, and that pun is intended.
Okay, I can get with that. I can get with that. Now, Iku, yeah, Iku, I do like Iku.
Iku's the masochist sports girl.
Yes, yeah, I like a few of them sink into the background. Like a few of them sink into the background. Out of all the new ones, my least favorite might be Chinyo because I
Yeah, the
just
cousin.
yeah, because the way she was presented, it just kind of came off like, all right, bro, like whatever. But recently I caught up today and I met Momiji. And Momiji is like problematic. I was just like, yo, I don't know how I feel about Momiji. Momiji
But
is
it's okay because she's a girl.
It's not okay. There's nothing okay
It's
about Momiji. She's an
she gets consent.
assaulter.
She gets consent, and she's a girl. It's not that problematic.
Yo, it's like, yo, let me give you the massage. And then it's like, oh yeah, you pass out from the massage. Yo, let me grab a titty. Like, like, no, Momiji, this is not okay. This is hilarious. Yo, let them eat cake. I'm like, yo,
Oh, it's
stop. Stop it. Stop it. That's the background for today. That's where it came from. Let them eat cake. I'm sitting up here like, but chill out. Chill out. When I seen the mouse pad, I was like, bro, y'all have to chill. This girl is like, this girl is worse than I was like, bro, she is
she is
worse.
not she is not worse than Hahari. Hahari literally passed out with nosebleeds while watching the music video when they were idols last week. No, that's she's not that bad. Or she's not worse than Hahari.
I don't know, dude. Well, you know what? I have 2 seasons of Hahari being herself. So I can't so I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you only on the technicality that I've seen Hahari in like 20 episodes. I've only seen Memoji in one. Memoji, I've
One.
seen her in one episode, just one. But she came out the gate being like, "Oh, word, you got a problem?" Like, oh, okay. Like she came out the gate being like, "Oh, you mad at Rudius? You think Rudius is a perv? Oh, watch this, yo." So
Well, hey,
she,
they did a good thing for the illustrator of the manga. I'm gonna let her get that extra pass because she helped out the mangaka.
my favorite thing about it is they reference it. I like the fact that the show is aware of how problematic she is. Like I like the fact that the show is just like, yeah, they're not gonna like this. This is gonna like I like the fact that Rentaro is even like, all right, yo, like we can we do this? Like that's what really makes it funny because it's like, but
It's
this
self-aware.
yeah, the show is self-aware, but it fringes on the I'm not gonna say edge. This show is an expert level anime. If you are a casual fan, if you are a visitor, this show will reveal if you're a LARPer or not. This show is not for, oh yeah, man, I watch Dragon Ball Z and Hunter x Hunter with my cousin. You want to watch something else? Nah, bro, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. If this ain't for you, this ain't for the weak. But I will say, I will say, she, I like Natty more, but I'm not gonna lie. I think she has the greatest first impression. Momoji had the greatest first impression.
Oh yeah.
Greatest first impression. Like, because the week prior we had met, and see, I can't. It's hard to remember her name. Yamame.
Wait, hold on. I can't say that. I can't say that she had the greatest first impression because the first impression of Nadi was back in episode one, where she said that Retro is like 9/11.
Yo, no, I ain't gonna lie because with Natty, what you end up learning with her is. I thought she was American. So when I find out, nah, she's an American fangirl. She speaks
She's a
fluent
Westaboo.
Japanese. Like she's an American weeaboo. And I'm like, parents kicking her out for loving America too much. And I'm like, I was telling Ethan last week, like, bro, all the stereotypes, the blonde hair, the gunslinging cowboy. I like the fact that she speaks Japanese. I like she speaks what you call it, Japanglish.
Uh, uh, what did I call it? I used to call it something. Oh, I can't remember.
Niponglish, Niponglish. I
No,
don't know
no, it
what you
was
call it.
fuck, I can't remember. I will get back to you though. I'm going to spend like the last bit of this segment to try and remember what I used to call English. It is English.
English. Yes. I love it. I love it. Now I will say Yamame. Yamame's episode was my favorite thing about Yamame's episode was probably
That it wasn't
the what
crazy. It was
well
like the
it was
realest way
cute.
you
Yeah,
can introduce a girl of
yeah.
her character.
Yeah, the white flowers, the strawberries, the white flower. I mean, I'm sorry, the white dresses with the flower halos and the strawberries. I thought that was really cool. She's tall, so that was her. But her unique quality being she likes gardening, but she's just tall. But anytime you make me see the vice principal, bro, I'm the vice principal's just like,
Ah,
ugh,
kill it with fire. Just kill it with fire.
fire, bro. It's just cringe. Every time the vice principal comes on, it's just like, ew, don't do this. Like, just
Yeah,
like go away.
Hari just needs a fire.
But yeah, man. Oh, in that episode, I will say, no, it was in the latest episode. Okay, bro. So the oldest girlfriend, I'm not sure. One of the oldest is Kasuri. Um, she
But yeah,
asked her
she's 18.
18. She asked her. She was like, "How old?" She's like 18, but I'm something eight.
Oh yeah, because she is the drug to make her body ache.
Yeah. So when they said that, I was just like, "Oh, this whole time I thought she took 5 years off. I thought she took 4 years off. I was like, you took a whole 10." I was like, well, Tara, you got it, man. But she's tall, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I do miss her. I do miss her tall form. I would like to see her tall. I would
Oh
like to
yeah,
see her.
her original form.
Yeah, I would like to see her pop out of her original form every now and then. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's the one thing from 100 Girlfriends I would really like to see her pop out with her original form more.
Yeah, I think
But
the only time we actually see it in this season is during the ending credits when they show like the uh all the girls like singing the lyrics with the ending, during the ending sequence. I forgot what I
right.
don't. I can't really explain it.
So I gotta ask, if you're a high school boy and you are in Taro shoes, at this point, now that he has what 15, 16 girlfriends, um, if you had to spend a Friday night with just one, has your choice changed or is it still the same?
Okay. If
Check, check.
I had to choose one,
Yeah, if a Friday night, man, you going on a date. Who you going on a date with? I
I
narrowed mine down
mean,
to two choice. I have two choices. Two choices. Two choices. You got your afternoon date and your night date. Let's do that. Two choices. Because picking one is just
okay,
impossible.
afternoon date. Afternoon date. I'm going with. Okay, afternoon date. It's Shizuka. She's definitely one of the cuter girls, especially from like the early on season. Uh, the night date. It's gotta be Katari.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Um, my daytime date would be, man. It's crazy as it sounds. I was torn because if you would have asked me a season ago, I would have said Karane. Um, but if I'm being honest, it's probably Nana.
Oh,
Like
oh,
it would be
yeah.
Nana. It would be Nana. Like it's she seems like really chill. Like just like that seems like really chill. My night date is Hahari. Like it's Hahari. It's gonna always be Hahari. Like she got an apartment, she got a mansion. Like hey, whatever. But if I'm a high school boy, absolutely, yeah, those are absolutely my two choices. But at the same time, if any of the girls were like my real life type, it will probably be Mimimi. I'm not gonna lie,
Oh
Mimimi is
yeah.
probably the closest to my
The
real,
Ojo.
like, yeah, Mimimi. Because she's like everything has to be like, because I don't know, it's like she obsesses with beauty and she what she does to herself because she was a bit insufferable when she was first presented. And then when she got Rentaro, she came down to earth. And once she kind of got brought down to earth, she was way more pleasurable, and you really got to see how she speaks life into everyone. She wasn't like this. I'm not gonna use narcissist because that's just an overused word. She wasn't this cocky, I'm better than everybody girl. She was really this, like, she saw beauty in everyone. So she, like, girl, you're beautiful with this. Wear this, do this. Oh my God, I think you're fine just like this. You're beautiful. Like, she really, like,
What you're
poured into
basically
everyone.
saying is that when before she joined the family, she did have the narcissism. She
Yeah.
was mainly focused on herself. But when Rentaro entered the picture, he broke the mirror and showed her the beauty that the world has.
Mm-hmm. So now she just looks at the whole world like everything is beautiful. So you, and not just her energy shifted. And I like that as a character change because it wasn't this whole arc. They don't have time to spend on a whole arc to build her character up. So I like how you meet her before Rentaro, and even when she's getting to know him, she was the toughest one to really get into the group with the other girls. But I felt like once she got in, it was like, because she had a rival. No one else had a rival in the group. We ain't had a rivalry since Hikari and Karne. So I like the fact that
Yeah,
we got another rivalry in the group. So her and the now having a rivalry, I thought that was pretty good. So I'm gonna change my pick. I take Mimi on a daytime date. Like, yeah, me and Mimi got to hang out into the sunset because I just feel like she'd come alive seeing the sunset. Wherever we go on that date, I feel like that'd be, yeah.
that's a good pick.
That's a good pick. I'm going me, man. I'm going me. I like me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, so let's move on to the next segment. All right, man. Um, Initially, I had wrote in brewing thoughts. I want to know some of your brewing thoughts. This can be anything about any show. We're no longer stuck on just 100 girlfriends. Like at this point, um, any show that's out this season, you have any brewing thoughts, anything that's been sitting on your mind about this season, something that just kind of popped on you that you just want to express to all the fans listening?
Yeah, I actually have one. Uh, so have you ever had a show that had great animation, good English dubbing that was same day, and you had nothing to like complain about, and then you're waiting for a season two to get announced, and it does, and then you find out, oh wait, what happened to all the English dubs? They sound terrible. The writing is bad. What happened to this show that I love? And then you do some research, and you find out that they replaced almost every English voice actress that was on this show, and now everyone sounds like they've never worked in the industry before, and they have no direction. That's what I'm getting with Maggie Lumiere, Magical Girls Corporate Limited. Um, it's really disappointing.
What?
They changed almost every voice actress in that show. Like, one of the main two girls was Naruto, and they changed her, and now all the voices sound dull, and they and I have no idea what they're doing with the voice acting because some of the lines sound really bad, or some of the readings is really bad. Like, um, I wish I had a second phone so I would be able to play the specific clip I had in mind, but they have like weird pauses everywhere.
So it had a dub.
It had a
Season
dub.
one.
Season one had same day dub. Season two gets announced, also has same day dub, but they decided to get rid of all the like almost all the old voice actresses for some reason, and they all sound bad. And like if you look them up on Wikipedia, none of them have like a page, so they're probably new.
Bro, I'm looking up Magic and Girls Incorporated season 2 and I'm not seeing, like, that's crazy.
It's so disappointing because the animation was so good. Like if you look up on YouTube and look up like the transformation, uh, it was really beautiful, and it was done by JC Stack. Like so,
Yeah.
like that's they're good when they're not like ruining One Punch Man to work on other shows. It's
Man.
crazy, and this is a Prime show, so I don't know what's going on. They have the money.
Man, I'm looking at a Reddit thread right now, and the people are like, "Yeah, bro, like this ain't it." They were like, "It's so many recasts. Like they recast 90% of the cast." That is crazy. Like you unfounded something that I wasn't aware of too. I never even heard that because this was a show. It looked good, but I did not know. I wonder what's the conspiracy behind that. See, these are the things that no one goes to anime conventions and they admit or they talk about or they tell the public. Like, hey, like this is what happened with this show. That's crazy.
It's
Well,
probably because of NDAs and stuff. Like uh, back with Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest with the recasting of Gagio. Like we still don't really know what happened with that.
yeah,
He was gonna do a live stream, but he it never came out.
yeah.
Or even recently with uh at what was it called? Anime Matsuri or Otaku Matsuri. I forgot what it's
Hmm.
called. They were gonna have Vic Mignogna and the voice actress who did Al in a panel for once because it's been like years since the whole dumb allegation, the fake allegations came out against him. But she was looking forward to it, but then when it happened, she made up some BS excuse that I gotta cancel. I'm sorry, I was never told that Vic and me were gonna be in the same room, and she pulled out.
Yeah, I saw all the Twitter discourse about that. I even seen some stuff on TikTok. What I can say is I saw this happened with Fire Force when they were doing the same day dub. It was a couple episodes where they swapped out Shin. They swapped out Shin and someone else voiced them. And then when I went back and watched it later, they updated it. So I think they'll fill it. Maybe they'll fill it in and they'll redub it. And then, at the end of the season on the DVD, because that does happen, where they'll give a temporary dub for a same day release. But it could be a scheduled thing. But one thing I do understand is one thing I've heard about that happens is the union contracts. Um, some companies do union contracts, some companies do non-union contracts. And I think that if you did season one with the show and then a non-union contract happens and it's like, for instance, that happened with Vinland Saga. There, if you watch Vinland Saga on Netflix and you watch Vinland Saga on Amazon, there's two different dubs. Same thing
Oh,
with
really?
Yeah, two different dubs. There, same thing with Evangelion. If you watch Evangelion on Netflix and Evangelion on Amazon, it's two different dubs.
Yeah, I remember that they changed the dubbing for when they re-released it on Netflix. I
Yep.
know they also did the same with Cardcaptor Sakura. They don't have the same voice actors on that either. And
Nope.
I miss my Brooklyn hero.
That happens if a different network gets the show. Like it could very well affect the whole season because I'm still waiting for Tanya to get dubbed. But I told Ethan if by week 6 I don't get a dub, I said this is gonna be my end of season binge. I'm gonna give it to the end of the season and I'm gonna just watch it all in Japanese because I'm wondering what happened with that because every other language is getting dubbed except the English. Um, yeah, my brewing thought is my brewing thought is Chain Smoker Cat is probably one of the most original anime I have seen in the past 10 years.
I forgot about that show.
Chain Smoker Cat is there has not been a week Chain Smoker Cat has not been in my top 5. Chain Smoker Cat is it's hilarious. Me and Ethan had this back and forth a week ago when we were talking about, because he's still trying to step up to watching it. He was like, "Yeah, man, it's a they talk about how it's calling out Japanese culture," and I was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna do that because Japanese people will tell you, bro, this is fiction. Like, you can definitely find someone whose life is probably like that in real life, but this is not." There is not a majority. There is not a sum. This is the exception. Like, that's the reason why it's fun fiction, because everybody may know that one person who kind of lives like Yanni Neko. Um, but Chainsmoker Cat each week gets hilarious. Um, one of the most recent episodes, they smoke and then they bungee jump. One
Okay.
character gets drunk and she takes a cab to go and watch the sunrise, and they have to put a GPS tracker on her. It's so much. Every character is fun. Um, the one thing that they also started doing in the later episodes is they started exploring the classism that exists in society between the beast kin and the humans. How the humans on the top of the totem pole, but the beast kin is considered lower class citizens.
Oh.
Yeah, they start exploring that, like where they have some of the same rights, but people don't look at them the same. Like, people
I
look
mean,
at the beast
that
kin as sexual objects, where people will fuck a cat girl, but they won't bring a cat girl. They won't take a cat girl seriously as a relationship partner.
that
That
sort of makes sense with like from the one episode saw, like with how the main character cat girl was like living. She didn't seem like she had any aspirations, so that's probably why.
Yeah, that's Yanni Yeko. But there was an episode with her sister, and what happens in the episode with her sister is there's a boy at school that likes her, and then there's a human girl that likes the boy, and she does that thing where it happened the same thing in Kaiju Girl, where she starts to pick on the girl, and then the guy steps in and been like, "You're not gonna talk to her that way or treat her that way." He grabs her by the hand and they walk, and then he goes behind the school and tells her, "I like you," and she turns him down. And the girl's like, "So you turned down the guy I want? I like him. Why don't you like him?" And then they end up discussing that. The friends come, because she has human friends, and she ends up discussing with the friends of like, she was like, "I'm not interested in dating a human." And the girl goes back and she was like, "Why would you want to date one of those cat girls? Like, is this some fetish?" She was just like, they like do basically the stereotype is the cat girls are like real cats. They get in heat and they really want to have sex. And that's why humans are really attracted to them, because they have a super high sex drive. But they mostly only, if you have children, your children become a beast kin. Like, very rarely, if never, the children come out human. So humans look down on other humans who procreate or have relationships with them, because it's like your kids become beastkins. Like, you're erasing the human race if you sleep with them. Like, if y'all keep sleeping with them, you're going to erase humanity. Like, so they kind of look down on them. But you can't commit genocide. Like, you're not gonna like wipe them out. You just have to coexist with them. But it's like, stop multiplying with them. Otherwise, you're going to erase humans. And they discussed that in the show, and I didn't expect them to take it there. It was a rare moment
That's
inside this
interesting.
comedy. Yeah, a rare moment inside this comedy where they get kind of surreal about the politics that exist in this world. And of course, they break the seriousness with some chain smoking shenanigans. But I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, I didn't expect the show to get. It's not deep, but I didn't expect the show to definitely. I didn't expect them to take it there. Um, but they scored major points with me for like even bringing that up in the episode. I thought that was pretty. I thought it was pretty cool, pretty unique. For them to get serious. So shout out to them. I gotta clap it up. I gotta clap it up for that. All right, man. Okay. So what I will say with that being said, let's get ready for these top three picks of the week. All right, man. week is coming to a close. We're halfway through the season, so we might have to up the ante. But this is only episode 5, so episode 6 will be next week. But most shows, Jadugar has at least 7 episodes. Almost every other show has at least 5 or 6. The World is Dancing has 7 episodes. Like some shows are at the 7 mark. Most shows are approaching 6 weeks. So with that being said, we're halfway through the season. Chris, man, as it currently stands halfway through the season, what's your top 3 looking like halfway? If you want to give us any spoilers, or you can just stick to your top 3 of the week. It's up to you. Halfway, how do
Um,
you feel? So yeah, halfway. How do you feel halfway through the season? Or if you just want to tell me what are your favorite top 3 this current week, go ahead and give it to me.
let's see. Well, one of them I'm gonna have to get to Elusive Samurai. I'm enjoying uh the whole war arc that's happening right now. I'm also really enjoying Tokiyuki getting his harem arc started with Akane.
Mm-hmm.
That's really enjoyable. Um, Another one I'm going to bring up. Let's see, because I know that we're both going to agree that Kaiju Girl and Kaiju Girl definitely up there for this week. Or I'm going to say Kaiju Girl's up for this week. You're still like a week behind because of the dubbing. But this week was really good for that. I'm not going to spoil it because it was just too cute. Um, hmm. I'm also going to talk about I'll what my other one will be a show I haven't talked about, or probably not that much. Uh, Sparks of Tomorrow or 20th Century Electrical Calendar. Uh, this show is about basically the world that has not discovered electricity. They have it, but they don't know how to utilize it. It stars this kid who, uh, after losing his older brother, hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there. Uh, there you go.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Uh, after meeting up with this girl whose family owns a famous brewery, uh, finds an old catalog he made with his brother who died in a war that happened recently,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and starts to recreate some of the stuff, bringing the world into the world of electricity. Uh, the main antagonist is a fucking asshole. Uh, for like the first 3 episodes, he gets away with just walking in, smoking, blowing smoke from a hookah into the main character's face, and then just walking away. And whenever anyone tries to stop him, his bodyguard, who may be gay for him, just like breaks their arm.
Mm.
Uh, this new episode, they introduce making electric instruments like electric guitar, electric bass, but like shamisen, drums, and something that's like a bass. I was surprised because I'd not expected them to do this. I thought it was just going to be, oh, they're going to do like rock. No, because it's electric, it just went full out metal. I did not expect to see 3 high school age girls from a world without like rock and roll or anything like that to just start screaming and singing metal. It was hilarious.
Okay.
But yeah, those are my top 3.
Nice.
Uh,
No, continue, man. Keep cooking.
talk about more. I guess another show I'll talk about is another show that I have not talked much about. It's Heroine Saint. No, I'm an all works mate and proud of it. It's one of those not reincarnation isekai stories where after this one Japanese girl who was raised to be the perfect daughter, excels in her studies, sports. She's like, you know what? She gets brought to England and meets a maid, and she says, you know what? Fuck all the studying and training I'm doing. I want to be a maid. I'm gonna be a maid. I'm gonna drop everything that I studied, be a maid. So
You
on a
told me
trip
about
back
that
to,
one. So
yeah,
6 weeks later, like how is it looking 6 weeks later?
it's looking good. Basically, these two other characters who were on the plane that the main character was also the plane crash that the main character was also in. They were also isekai into this video game,
Ah,
um, and they're trying to keep the story going because they know they played the game, so they know like what's supposed to happen, and they're confused because they can't find the safe, but they keep like hitting the flags in the game with this random maid who they've never seen before, and uh, it's just really enjoyable, and I'm finding it adorable. The opening is basically the like in the opening song. It starts off with the maid singing, "Oh, hey, I'm your maid. I'm gonna fulfill any promise you or any desire you want. Just call on me to help." And her, like the girl whose household she lives in, is like is flirting with her. It's like, "Hey, you said any desire. I could think of a few desires." And then the maid immediately starts freaking out. Wait, no, hold on. The manual never covered any of this. I'm not supposed to do any of that. It's just really fun.
okay. That leads me to ask you a question, if I can, real quick. Um,
Sure, go for it.
from what I've been seeing online with discourse, the community is not too happy about Trapped in the Dating Sim season 2. They said
I do not.
it's nowhere
I
near
haven't watched that
season 1.
one. I have not watched that.
Okay. I was curious
Um,
about that one because it was a similar premise. Like that he knows the story. He's trying not to change the story, but his sister, he doesn't know his sister's in the game. Well, his sister doesn't know he's in the game, but he knows his sister's playing the game, and she's trying to change the story. Which that was season 1. I haven't seen season 2.
I haven't watched any of it. I've seen
Okay.
the clip where the brother, or I believe it's that. Since you just explained something that sounds like it, there's a clip I saw where the brother and sister realize that they're inside the game together. But that's all I've seen of it. Uh, I guess the other show that like I haven't gotten, I'm not fully caught up to it, but I'm really loving it. The newest Lyrical Nanaha show, Magical Girl Lyrical Nanaha.
Okay.
Um, uh, I think I briefly touched up on episode one. I've watched another episode and a half, maybe. And the main character from the old show just appeared with her like love interest character. I didn't watch any of the other Weird Canonicas. It was always on my list, but I never got the time to it. Uh, it's fun. I'm enjoying their how they're being brought into the story. It seems like they're a part of a government agency that's designed to take down these interdimensional monsters, and they're like confused because this human girl has parts of the interdimensional monster inside her. So they don't know what to do with her, but they decide to just let her join since she's not a threat.
Okay.
But yeah, I believe that's pretty much everything I've been caught up on.
Nice. All right. My top 3 of the week. All right. This is in no particular order. These are the 3 shows that just this past week, the best thing I watched were these 3 shows. First and foremost, I'm going to start with, although I didn't see episode 7 that dropped today of Yanni Neko, Chainsmoker Cat, I watched episode 6. Episode 6 gave me some of the most beautiful background art. Like that's no one is talking about the background art in Chainsmoker Cat. Um, like I said, this episode revolved around. It starts off with the girls going to Isakaya and they were drinking, eating, having a good time. And one of the characters, um, she decides that she wants to go and leave. Arco decides, you know what? I'm about to go out to pee and she can't find a toilet. She calls a taxi and she has the taxi take her to the beach. So she goes an hour to the beach. I had to Google it. I was just like, oh man, y'all, that was far. She goes 90, she takes a cab an hour out the way to the beach. And she drinks beer and sits at the pier and watch the sun come up because she's drunk, and it's hilarious. But they animated the sun rising over the beach, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was beautiful. I was like, yo, like that was just something very subtle. Then it was just back to the comedy. Yeah, left in that episode, Yanni Neko wants to go with one of her friends. She hangs with one of her friends because she's using her to get smoke cigarettes. And a typhoon comes. She said, "You can stay with me." And they're watching the news, and the homeless girl is all zenned out. It's like, "Oh no, it's just material things. You have to let them go." But then when the typhoon starts washing away her tent, she runs back down, and the news capture her trying to jump off of the pier back to the beach to go and get her stuff out of the river because the flood is washing it away. But it was a fun episode. Fun episode, I would say. Hilarious. It looked really great. I would say next on my list of this past week is The World is Dancing. So, are you watching The World is Dancing? I will say
No,
on the
I'm not
latest
watching the World is Dancing.
on the latest episode of The World is Dancing, Oniyasha, he loses a dance battle the week prior. So Sojiro beats him in a dance battle. They have to do the alliance dance, and he decides to make a brand new dance. And people like, yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't like that. I'm not messing with that. So the Shogun decides to like, I'm gonna let y'all do a rematch. So they do a rematch, and in building up to the rematch, something that happened is one of his childhood friends, Kogane, is from the Southern tribe, and the Shogun is like, look, if you from the Southern tribe, you probably opposed me. I'm not fucking with you. So basically, they're seeking refuge in that kingdom. And the Shogun is like, yeah, if you hang out with them, I'm gonna assume that you rocking with them. And if you rocking with them, I'm gonna behead you. He ends up killing one of these old guys that was like a mentor to Oniyasha, which really hurts his feelings. And he just stops caring about the dance battle altogether. But they wagered on the dance battle. So basically it's like, yeah, bro, like you have to win this dance battle or the whole clan might have to leave the Shogun's palace. Like you have to win. So Oniyasha is angry. But it's still things about dance he's learning. Like what was presented to him was like, bro, you made a dance for you. You got to dance for the audience sometimes. You can't just dance for yourself. You got to get the audience what they want. But he's trying to be an innovator. So we're gonna see on the next episode the dance he come out with because it was a cliffhanger. It left off on right before the new dance battle, the rematch starts. So I can't wait for the next episode because I really got to see how this dance battle goes. It was a dope episode, very heartfelt, very like they showed more of the politics of that time. The Shogun, he talked about why he's a Shogun, the art he wants to bring in, and the thing why he does what he does. So I thought that was pretty cool. Last but not freaking least, um, Ghost in the Shell gave us one of the most action-packed episodes that they've given us all season.
Oh
Very
yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I remember that that superpower tank from the I barely watched like any Ghost in the Shell besides Standalone Complex. I remember that fucking tank from Standalone Complex. The first opening.
bro, I found out. Okay, so they were calling the Tachikomas. They were calling them Tachikomas in the first 5 episodes. In the latest episode, they started referring to them the Fuchikomas, which was an
Yeah,
interesting thing because apparently, when they made Standalone Complex, they would not let them call the robots or the tanks Fujikomas. So they made up the name Tachikomas specifically for Standalone Complex. If you go to the manga, they were called Fujikomas. This week, they started calling them Fujikomas again.
that's that's bizarre. I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I looked it up because I'm watching the episode and it was just like, yeah, where's your Fujikoma? And I was like, Fujikoma, stop. Google. I was like, is it Fujikoma or Tachikoma? And then that's when someone was like, yeah, Easter egg. Like, here's some extra info you didn't know. They made up the name for this, but it's actually a Fujikoma. So I think going forward, they're gonna call them Fujikomas. But yeah, um, but yeah, they call them Tachikomas in Standalone Complex. And
Okay.
because of the art. They could not use the artwork. They wouldn't let them draw them, so they had to draw them completely different.
Oh, so there was originally like Brandon have like the cat mouth, the horse mouth, cat mouth, whatever it is.
Yeah, because the Tachikomas had like the Tachikomas are the robots from Standalone Complex. The Fujikomas have the
Yeah.
smile and they have the brighter, more colorful personalities. But you saw the tank in this week's episode that damn near killed Major was a Tachikoma. It was one of them big tanks. So they differentiated between the Tachikoma and the Fujikomas. But
No,
Major
no, I
was
meant like it's the one that Major jumps on top of and shoots the hell out of in the opening of Standalone Complex. The first one.
yeah. That's the they did not call that a Tachikoma. They said they were gonna look up the name and find out what that tank was called. Like literally, Daisuke said that. He was like, I gotta find out what that tank is called. So Major is out here with Togusa, and it's just Major and Togusa. Togusa damn near dies because he's human. Togusa gets shot right in the gut. Like he's bleeding out damn near out his liver. And Makoto, she lost an arm. She got shot in the face. Oh my God. Like
She lost a lot of skin.
she lost a
She
lot of
lost a lot of her
skin.
like, yeah, she got fucked up.
Fucked up. Like this last episode was like insane because once you get to the end of the episode, the spoiler, what you learned is Section 1 did a deal going undercover trying to team up with the guy that Section 9 is trying to catch. Section 1 is trying to pin him down. They got closer to him. So Section 1 doesn't even know that they're going against Section 9. Well, they do, but like some of them didn't. So you find out one of the guys that Major's dating, like her boyfriend that she's been dating, you come to find out he's like, oh, wait a minute, that's Major? Why are we hunting Major? Hold on, what's going on? So he starts calling in to ask questions. And man, look,
Oh,
Daisuke,
oh yeah. Why she have brown hair in this episode? That threw me for a loop. She had
she's
blue this entire season. Now she's brown, a brunette.
undercover. She's undercover.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, she's undercover. This wasn't like a whole thing. She was undercover. She was going undercover dating this guy because they're trying to catch this guy because basically it was dark. They was like, why does this guy want to kill you, Major? He was just like, oh, I used his son as a human shield. And she was talking shit. I'm like, yeah, Major, you use somebody's son as a human shield. He probably wants to kill you. Like, Major, that's pretty fucked. Like, damn it, Major. Like, this was a dark episode. So dark. The episode ends with Major shooting somebody in the face. Like, they don't take the guy into custody. The guy that was in the tank shooting at her, he comes out, puts his hands up, you got me. Major's so pissed off, she grins her face, like, and just shoots him. She kills him. Like, empties the clip on him.
Deserved.
Like, that's it. The episode just goes off at that point. Like, ain't no, and there's a end credit scene where Bato is turning his car in, and he's turning the keys in because his car went to shit. He borrowed a car because someone put a bomb in his, so he borrowed a car from the compound.
Did they ever confirm that they put a bomb in him, or did he just disassemble his car just like on what Togusa said?
I
Or
think based on what
yeah, on
Togusa
Togusa
said,
said.
I think based on what Togusa said, I think he took a car that wasn't his. I think he just borrowed a car, and that car got messed up in a high-speed chase. So he's trying to return it without them noticing.
Okay.
But that, yeah, either that or he took his car apart and he's trying to get them to fix it for him. They didn't specify, but the end credit scene was only just a couple minutes. So I'm not minutes, a couple seconds, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay. But fantastic episode of Ghost in the Shell. Because I'm not gonna lie, the last couple weeks they were cool, but this week they really like. This week was probably the best episode of the whole series. Like after I got done, I almost restarted the episode and watched it again from the beginning. So yeah, fantastic episode, man. I gotta give it up. Well, go ahead.
Oh, this just in, Café news. Ethan started Chainsmoker Cat, immediately turned it off because he was in public, and then it's talking about possibly dropping it because of how gross it is.
I told them it's gross. They throw up like they throw up. Like the first few episodes is throwing up. It's like she literally like takes a dump on the toilet facing the
Yeah,
from
that's
the
where he got
toilet.
up to. He got up to her shitting on the toilet.
Oh, I gotta go back to the group chat. Like, Ethan, what are you doing? Oh, oh yeah, I'm reading it right now. Might be my first drop of the season. Oh, that was hilarious. Chain smoking cat. Nah, Ethan, you got to watch it. Oh, man. All right, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that saying, thank you for dropping by. But currently, the cafe is closed.
Yo, we made it.
Yeah. Sorry, cafe is closed, ladies and gentlemen. But I thank everybody for stopping through, man. Let me give a few shout outs while I'm here. I want to give a shout out to Chris, give a shout out to Ethan, shout out to Matt for giving us the keys and allowing us to do another great show for the week. Shout out to Dirt Street Radio for hosting the pod. Shout out to the W2M Network also for hosting. Be sure to follow Otalku Café on Threads, on Twitter. You can follow Damian Phoenix 12. Instagram, you can follow House Band Cosplay. Also, Ethan at Showstopper 24, Anime Daisuke 24. Follow us on the W2M Network. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts for more episodes of Otaku Cafe. Chris, anything else before we get out of here?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna spend the rest of the night catching up to more anime and enjoying the cool night breeze since the sun went down.
I absolutely am on board with that. I'm about to find me something to eat. And you know what? Cafe's closed, but I got to shelf up something special for me off the menu. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. You can catch us next week for another edition. It's the halfway mark. Me and Ethan will be coming with the heat for the official episode 6 of the Otaku Cafe OVA. With that being said, we are going to go ahead and end the stream here, man. Thank you again for coming out. Chris, thank you for joining me. Sayonara. Peace.
The sun goes to sleep, I find myself in a heap because it hurts so much to be away from you. It makes my day when I get a text from you, but still I say goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I see your face, but hey, it's fine. I know everybody needs a little space. There's no one to blame. Goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I hear your voice, but it's your choice. I can't keep you here forever. Just promise me that you'll come back.